Secret 7, the light tongue exercise. Another challenge when tonguing is to achieve a full and resonant tone while keeping the tongue relaxed and light. Because muscles usually tend to work together, for example, the tongue and the jaw and the diaphragm, when you play a loud note, the tongue tends to crush the reed because the diaphragm works pretty hard, and then the tongue will follow with the same kind of energy. So my suggestion is to try to dissociate the movements of diaphragm with the movement of the tongue. The idea is to touch the reed very lightly with the tongue, as opposed to pushing against the reed strongly. One way to dissociate the diaphragm movements with the tongue movements is to practice long tones forte while you approach your tongue close to the reed, but very, very slowly, as so. The tongue is very slow, almost backing up instead of going toward the reed. As you blow the air, the tongue approaches so slowly that it allows you to develop control. And the tongue is not exactly the easiest muscle to control slowly like this. So with your tongue, of course, if this is my reed, you will do this as you blow, and you will go. Now the challenge is to play loudly as you do very gentle movement with your tongue. So the tendency will be for you to decrescendo. So I'll demonstrate and I will not do the crescendo. Now you can hear that the tonguing was very light, almost sounding like la instead of ta. Now the next step of this exercise is to blow and put the tongue on the reed and then stay on the reed while you're still blowing, however, keeping the tongue so light that it almost backs up instead of pressing on the reed. Here's an example. Next, you want to do a short staccato, and so you go on the reed, you remove it, and you go back on the reed quickly. Here's an example. Now, if I press too hard on the reed with my tongue, here's the result. You could hear that my notes were not as pure, and there was a little noise in the beginning of each note. Now, there were two reasons for this. First, I pressed too hard on the reed, and the second thing is that there was too much tongue on the reed. So the idea is to be light with the tongue and also have very little skin of the tongue touching the reed. And then you blow a lot of air and you hardly use the tongue. So this is Secret 7, the light tongue exercise.